recording. Hello, YouTube. We're playing more Paranormasight. We're also giving soda to the spirits. Let me know what soda you would give the spirit. All right, that's pretty much it. All right, let's get into the game. Where's the game? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was gonna go read. I was gonna go read Nate's post, and then they got deleted. And Lee immediately going, "How did I time out Nate?" I thought I was experiencing divine retribution. That was insane. I was about to go read them because I think one of them literally just said hi, right? I think one of the messages just said hi. Oh, is that the message? I think we should give the ghost a nice ice cold bottle of Pepsi because Pepsi tastes different and kind of works with ice. That's fair. My screen went white and when it came back it was banned. That's insane. That is insane. I was gonna go back and read because I was starting the recording, and all of a sudden the hi message was gone, and also the other message. That was insane. That was so fucking funny. Oh my god. Okay, let me remember what we were doing. We're in the second day. We got contacted by serial killer dude who apparently has the one something beach or whatever the fuck it's called. And he can kill people. Bunch of people died. We know that teacher dude died in there, and there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. We learned that we have to do some things with charms. All right, I don't know where we're going. I think we're still playing as what is her name? Yeah, Yakko. Yeah, we're playing as Yakko. No, we can't play as the cops because the cops need someone in order to get into the school grounds. Did I ever post the Bluesky? Nope, never did. Oh, look at that. Now it's there. Okay. I don't know where to go. Oh, okay, hold on, let me read this. We'll need to talk to Mr. Araishi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try looking for him. Okay. So we have to go find Mr. Araishi. I don't know where he would be. He's not. I don't think he'd be. Maybe he's at the gardens, or he could be at the bridge. Let's go to the gardens. I don't even know where we are. And so Mio Kurosuzu, I can't read. Hold on, give me a second. Mio Kurosuzu and Yakko Sakazaki decided on the next location to investigate. What? What are you talking about? What just happened? Resume? Did I pick the wrong place? What just happened to me? What happened? High school, I don't know. Is it gonna do the same thing like, oh, and they picked this place? Okay. I wonder if now I can go back here as the cops right? And they'll be there. Also, oh my god, banging music. Yep, there they are. Okay. So that's what it was. Okay. Oh god.
Wow! Here we are! Komagata High! Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah, can we talk to him? That's...
Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls?
I do. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Come on, Ario.
Huh? What?
Don't expect any of these voices to be the same.
Hey, aren't you? You must be that high schooler skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again? Sorry about that.
Wait, who? What? Who said who? What? Hold on, 1 second. Who said that? Okay, I don't know why it's Ario saying this. Okay. Strange.
Sorry about that. He's with me.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, yeah, that's an error because it should have been Satsumi saying this. Okay, that's why that was weird.
Mr. Satsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions.
It's happened a few times, yeah.
I'd prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat.
Wait.
Really? Thank you so much. I've always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza. I've never been. Let's go. We got ourselves a deal, right, boss? The girls are at our service.
Hold on now. What just happened? I never said I'd... Sushi?
Looking forward to it, boss.
Wait, since when were you included?
You guys are funny. You should do stand-up.
Jesus. Alright. Why is... Oh, I thought... Man, having... Sorry. Having, like, the people in the background look like that is in a game about spirits really threw me off for a second. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's talk to... we can just look at him. Mio Kurosuzu. She's like the disciple of the Paranormal Affairs Chief. I've heard that she helps out with investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss's protege, she helped me out plenty while I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she's got strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage. Plus, quite the brain to back it all up. That said, I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around. So this is Yako Sakazaki. She was with Mio. Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? If she did, it would do this old man's heart good. But I better not say that out loud. Don't want to make her look bad. Oh wait, is there more? Oh yeah. She's certainly well versed in the paranormal. I just can't get over the darkness. Is that like a Kingdom Hearts thing? No, that's the Heartless. Well, I tried. So how much have you been able to figure out?
Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, then brought forth the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses or to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least, that's my hypothesis.
Sounds about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the cursed stones appeared before those who wanted the right at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 cursed stones so far, including the one I got, the Evergreen Beach.
You got 3 already? Wow. We have the cursed stone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me! Yako, the girl standing behind Mio!
She does. Is she alright? We could take it off your hands.
Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out.
Alright. I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then.
Sorry, this check is really good. Thank you. Please keep collecting the others' curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows.
Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them?
Well, last night at school... You were here last night? Yes, you see.
Huh.
You two were using a spirit board. That's so cool.
So that's when you ran into the curse echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter.
Somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The curse echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg.
What? A woman missing an arm and a leg? That's... Oh god, I don't... Missing an arm and a leg. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, it's not that one. I know the Whispering Canal. Possession. Oh, wait. Isn't that... Is that the... Oh my god, I can't even... Yeah, the one-sided reed. Yeah, he cut off the arm and leg off one side of her body. Yeah. Which is really leaning into the fact that the janitor would be the serial killer. The one-sided reed. This is bad.
Huh? What's so bad about that one?
Really? You forgot? You mean the serial killer? You idiot. Think! The curse bearer of the one-sided reed is... It's, oh god, what was his name? Is it Najima? Right? Hold on, where's the... Oh no, it's in, Persons of Interest. Right, it's Najima. Where is it? Yeah, Fumichika Najima. Fumichika Najima, he admitted himself. That's his curse. Look, my memory's... I'm gonna need to look stuff up in the files, because my memory sometimes, oof. Especially when it's been a week, ooh.
Oh, that's right. Wait, but if that's the case...
Najima might have been here last night.
What?
I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but...
What? Who's Najima? No clue.
So Najima's trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes.
Huh? He said he's going to massacre the city at sundown today? And he's trying to get you your daughter, too?
That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Yeah, it's the janitor. That's the only other person it could be.
Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Janochi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. don't forget about Old Man Ashimiya. Wait, Hitomi? Do you mean Hitomi Okuda? Second-year student? Well, yes. Why? Boss! I got it in my throat. Boss!
So she was here last night.
I saw Hitomi earlier, though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes.
Would you mind if we asked you a few questions about that?
Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this.
Ah, I see. Don't worry. This is about a different matter.
A different matter? You mean about that police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that? Did Hitomi say anything about him? Yeah, she did, actually.
Let's keep talking about this. Oh no, this is the same thing. Oh no, this is different. Let me go back and read it. I thought it was just repeating itself. Because sometimes it does that.
If we're talking about people who were at school last night, there was one more person, although I'm not too clear on the details.
There was someone else.
Apparently Hitomi actually saw Mr. Jonochi, getting cursed and killed last night.
What? Talk about some vital information.
What she said happened was... Michio was the one who killed Mr. Jonucci? Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there.
That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jonochi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not.
Damn, boss! Do you think it really could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful.
Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Hajime was behind Jonochi's death.
But what about Hitomi's story? Dip, dip.
Is there anything else here? About this janitor, Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here?
Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to this school, though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him.
He came to our school about half a year. Yeah, I remember it's saying 6 months, yeah. I see. Thanks. I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all this.
Huh?
Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see.
What are you? No way.
Ario, have the officers apprehend the janitor. He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room.
Yes, right away. Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No.
That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya?
The old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He always avoided it.
Ario, call an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away.
Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of that? I think he was so close to us the whole time. Gives me chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at high school. At a high school.
Let's hope it isn't already too late.
Oh, I may have shown Ashimiya my cursed stone last night.
What? I don't like this one bit. Hajime did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but
I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then, could it have been Old Man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? I almost told him that you were still in the building too. What? You did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything. You might have gotten very unlucky there.
Nope, wrong guy. You might have gotten very unlucky there, kid.
This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on. Come on, long arm of the law. Help us.
Alright, about the mastermind behind the Feast of Shadows.
Put a stop to the Feast of Shadows. It would help if I knew more about how the curses of these 7 mysteries first came about.
In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy.
You mean Mr. Arishi? I would very much like to talk to him.
Oh, right, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking.
Do you know where he is?
I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers.
The cafe? Oh, Kurokikyo Cafe in Kamizawa. Thanks, we'll head over there now. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes, though.
Don't worry about it. I'll allow it.
Thank you.
What was the stupid way you sound like that? It happens sometimes.
Huh? That's all it takes? There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who orchestrated all this for a reason. I want to find out why.
Okay, so that's that it. And then about Hitomi Okuda. I don't... Oh, right, okay, I'm remembering names.
Hitomi did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman. Yes, also, he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talisman could they be, boss?
Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about him with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important.
Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found?
I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died.
Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi, though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Well, that's scary for a cop. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us.
Well then. Do you think she'd talk to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before?
Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yes, she might be willing to talk to her.
Alright, we better find her fast.
You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying.
Alright, about Hitomi Okuda. Jesus. Mayu Chozawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her.
Okay, I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh, right, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters.
What? So it was a Nakagoshi case? Why would Yoshimi tell her that?
Could you check on that?
I will, but, well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call.
Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau?
Well, yes, Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists, or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him. All of Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases.
Jeez, what's up with that?
I don't know. Isn't it the guy who they're like, yeah, there's just like a statue of like an owl or like a vulture or something? Is that who they're like on his desk or something? Or it's like an actual bird? They mentioned something about that. They're like, yeah, there's just this bird there. We just kind of, it's just kind of there. Okay.
That amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece of this mystery.
Let me think. Junichi was almost definitely killed by a curse. But I wonder about the exact cause of death. If the curse's origin and the cause of death are connected, it could give us another lead. Don't forget to drink water, guys. Have a little sip. Have a little sip. Drink a little bit of water. Drink a little bit. Just a little. Okay, let's talk to...
What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first.
Ah, I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share ours as well. Tell her, Ario.
All right. Keep in mind that this is just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide, but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seems he had his doubts about it being a suicide. What? A van speeding? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Oh shit, where are we going? Oh shit, we're in the Twilight Zone. Damn! What? What's happening? Van, there's... I couldn't even read it? Can I go back and read it, please?
Van, there's a young man in the driver's seat and the passenger seat a woman. Huh? Yes. Wait, was I... Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Huh? Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem. As long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though.
What just happened?
Yoshimi talked to you about... Nope. No, yeah, that's fine. Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So, I don't know what you're truly on... What was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Junichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that. I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but... I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. I'm sorry, it's hard to explain.
I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that.
Michio, what happened?
Jesus. Is it the same thing? Yeah, okay. Thing, I guess? No, same thing. Okay, now we gotta talk to... Ario.
This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you already know is involved with the case?
Now let's look at the surroundings. Forensics is still investigating the area. I don't really want to bring these kids to a place like this, but there are too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. Besides, it would be good to have Mio look around at the scene too. Ooh. Scene of the crime.
What's that rope all about? It indicates where Junichi's body was found. They've moved his body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... Ugh.
Cool it, Ario. You're scaring her. This kind of stuff is is a little much for a kid.
Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently.
Alright, that's enough. Mio, what do you think?
I knew it. I knew it the second I looked at the scene, you're right. Traces of a curse still linger here.
I figured as much.
Does that mean Janochi was killed by one of the curses of the 7 mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess.
No, I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat?
Stop it, Mr. Tatsumi. She's going to get the wrong idea. Wow, that's amazing. Mio, you're a professional. You think? Should they pay me? I really want to be paid for this. Totally, you're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Hey boss, Forensics is calling. I'll go see what they have to say.
Sure, thanks.
Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene.
What is that? A ribbon?
Yeah, the kind you used to tie up your hair. What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear.
What?
Doesn't that mean that Michio was here?
Are you sure?
Definitely, I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers.
Then, did she come back to life somehow?
But how?
Okay, alright. So Michio is back somehow. And getting revenge, I suppose. All right, let me talk to you.
If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go?
That's the question. She got her revenge on Janochi, but she may have more revenge to dish out.
Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against?
Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision?
If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her...
Oh, cool. We got the achievement, Veteran Investigator. Accumulate 10 hours of playtime. Thanks for letting me know in the middle of this. Appreciate it. That's incredibly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Let's give it up for Steam achievements.
I'm afraid that's all we can tell you.
Don't worry. You're a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for the Jima and Mayu Chozawa. Did I do that? Okay, yeah.
It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case.
Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here.
Got it. Thank you, and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Arishi about a way to lift this curse. All right, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready.
What? Okay, so we can't continue with the investigators. We can continue as Yakko. But it has been a second since we've seen Richter and I don't remember her name. Yeah, Shigima. Okay. I don't remember what voice I gave him. I have to think about it. Summary of previous events. Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the cursed stone, while Haruwe lies awake until dawn. Jesus, go to sleep. Take a nap. Until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. Okay, no, that's valid. Never mind. Completely valid. Should have finished the paragraph. Yes, it is. It's Magical John. What is it? Magical Johnson? Is that his name? Magical Jackson? Awesome.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's your cursed stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in what limited time I had. Very well. Let's talk.
Yeah, Magical Johnson from Yakuza 0.
Yeah. You may be surrounded by curses and death, but it matters little. My only concern is whether I can see my child again.
Alright, what do you...
He's looking a bit tired. He must have been up all night investigating.
Alright. Is there a bird anywhere? One of the mockingbird thing. You know which one I'm talking about. The stickers or whatever. Or graffiti. Hello, Will of the Rock.
By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with a curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes? Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect. Compensation. Cash, for instance. That would be off the table for a family. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas, would it? Of course. Why? Any amount would be fine if it get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back then with the ransom. Okay. With that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy.
I'm a big fan when the music isn't trying to fill me with anxiety and dread, and instead fill me with whimsy, like this track right here, or joy, like the track from before. Big fan. Yeah, his name is Richter. Yeah, his name is Richter. He is a private detective. About the curse bearers.
Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Hanjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3?
Oh my god, that's a reaction.
That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what purpose? And for what those... I can't read. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low end, the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action. And then we offer them the deal.
Oh man. Alright. About the curse bearers still.
None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if the situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now, that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they're likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? You've got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite, this would be very risky since, as a curse bearer themselves, I can't read apparently. Since as a curse bearer themselves, you know the words, they're there. So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. That's right. But despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still a reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search.
Yeah, great. That always goes well. That always goes well. Let's go out and search for the people who could kill us.
If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection?
Good question.
The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am? Never.
Understood.
After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She's currently living alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every university with I called every single university with Yukioi in the curriculum pretending to be your parent.
Oh god, that's right, because she wants to she wants to bring back that artist. Really cool, I forgot.
I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to know more about her, but it would take some time. She is planning to steal the curse stones just like us. It's best we act carefully around her.
It's like an 18th century artist who was making. We have a thing on him. Let me go. Let me find it. It's fucking insane. It's so fucking funny. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. It's in one of these. Oh man, where is it? It's not Phenomena. It might just be under Files. Or not, I'm sorry, Persons of Interest, maybe? No. Oh my god, what is it under? Oh, maybe it's under, no, it's probably under her name. That is... What is her name again? You? Yes. Yeah, it's Katsushiki, her love of... Yeah, Katsushika Hakusai. I think it's an artist, because they show us, like, his work. I know there was like an article on it that we read. Also, these are not in any order. Like, it's not alphabetical. It's not under persons of interest. Is it under... I can scroll. Oh, right. I just didn't read it. Yeah, a master ukiyo-e artist. Yeah. Like, there's all these people, and she was like trying to take advantage of the one dude with the glasses. It's like because you have all these people with their curse stones being like, oh, I want to bring back my dog or a loved one, or, you know, etc., etc. Because I think that's all we know. I think we know one person wants to bring back their dog, which is Yoko. And then we have multiple people who want to bring back a loved one. Or we can assume, right? Because we know, like we right now as the character we're playing want to bring back our son. And then she's like, yeah, I want to bring back this artist from whose art I just really like. It's insane. It is insane. Next is the tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as the secretary of Hihaku Soaps. Soaps is chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hihaku Soaps' headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assumed she'd want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factory's old equipment had to be shut down. That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the rite would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Ha! Now that's an interesting thought. Alright, what else? I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul dregs, right? Yeah, him. Indeed. I couldn't get a good look at him, though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved. How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes.
which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him.
Cool. Good to know.
I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer first. I'll return to Hihaku's Soaps to see the man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Warigasui Street.
Good for you.
I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohei Janochi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnappings are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true, both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries' curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. You seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings may be wrapped up in this one too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point.
That is true. That is true. I need to drink water. Okay. I'm actually interested in learning more about the dude in the black suit because, like, as far as we know, he doesn't have a stone on him. The only thing that we know is he killed us. He killed Okie specifically. Back in the first timeline. So, like, either he is a trained killer who just decided to murder me, or he literally has the made you look stone, which would be really fucking funny.
We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? You still can't use the curse stone. Taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right. Let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am.
Oh boy. I don't know. Okay, well, South Warigasui is where What? Midoricho Park is... I don't even know what's there. I know there's a curse there, but I don't know why would we want to go there. The high school has a bunch of stuff going on there, but everyone's there. We'll go to Warigasui. Screw it. We'll go there. Why not? What do we gotta lose? Let me guess, it's 9 AM, we begin a search here or whatever. No? Oh, thank God. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of South Waragasui Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Let's look at the building. To think a small soap-making company would grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Oh god, this is a new person? No, it's just Hihaku Soaps. Alright, get ready for dialogue or exposition on Hihaku Soaps. A chemical producer that ranks 4th largest in the domestic detergent market and 7th largest in the cosmetics market. From its humble beginnings as a small soap factory established after the war in 1946, founder Natsue Yamamori utilized her feminine perspective and a well-timed economic boom to boldly lead the company into new markets. Even as the market grew crowded with the industrialization of Sumida City, the company continued to expand, digging its roots deep into the area. In particular, it established itself as a household name by focusing its branding towards the rapidly expanding convenience store market. Its flagship products now include cosmetics, detergent, soap, shampoo, and more. The company's name, Hihaku, can also refer to kasuri, a type of patterned fabric. Cool! Oh god. Natsue Yamamori. Natsue is the former president of Hihaku Soaps, a large chemical company. Though she retired from her position 2 years ago, she still wields great influence over the company from her position of chairwoman. Recently, there have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magical abilities, earning her the nickname the Witch of Hihaku. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Prior to the war, Natsue enjoyed working her dream job at a textile factory. She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed by a fire during the war, and she was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted into something more suitable for blue-collar work. Witnessing the rise in popularity of Western-style clothing in the post-war period, Natsue left the textile industry. However, a nod to her past can be seen in her company's name, with Hihaku being another name for kasuri, a type of fabric featuring patterns and images woven with dyed fibers. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supply to the textile factory, Natsue saw a business opportunity and set up her own small soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed new products which quickly gained a good reputation. Even the shrewd businesswoman, Natsue ran an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer rapidly turning Hihaku Soaps into a household name. Alright, so apparently she's got magical powers and has had them. Gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary. That's correct. Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power can certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. What? Okay. What? What do you mean she has magical powers? What do you mean? What does that mean? Is she just like really good at making soap, or like what? What are we talking about? Business is up and running. I can see people inside the reception area. I'll think. So, I'm a person in the Yakuza is potentially a curse bearer. Rector proposes we use money to negotiate for the curse stones, but we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. That's true. That is true. That is accurate. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay. Alright, what do you got? First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. Give me 1 second. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone.
You should walk around. Visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps. Really, dude? Really? Fine. That's what else is around here? Alright, good luck. I'm leaving. Let's go to Midoricho Park. I thought you were... Whatever. We're here. This is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in our party when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. Once again, kind of looks like a spirit, and it freaked me out. This place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru, of the Taiko of Tsugaru. Not only that, Katsushika Hokusai's home was also in the area. That might be why Ayame chose to live here. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, here we go. Midoricho Park, baby! A small park bordering South Waragasui Street, sporting a mixture of cherry and evergreen trees. Although unremarkable in most respects, its small playground always attracts a number of children come evening. While no trace remains in the modern day, it stands on what was once the site of the Tsugaru estate. The legendary artist Katsushika Hokusai is also believed to have been born in this vicinity. Okay. It looks like there's a spirit there, even though I know it's not. Oh, is there any mockingbird thing here? I'm looking around. Maybe it's in the sky. Maybe it's hiding from me. Nothing? Nah, there's nothing here. I guess. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why we came here. What? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movements. And be my guest. Okay, I shouldn't be long. Was she there? I'm back, ma'am. So nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on our apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite them being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? Oh my god. This guy. I guess we'll go to the school, because I don't know what else we can do. Oh, I think I have an idea. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Okay. Here we are, ground zero. Coming out of high school. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. You think so? Do you think? Can we blend in with the way you look? Like, come on. 2 people have died, a teacher named Kohei Jonochi and a student, Michio Shiraishi. Is there anything else to be gained here? Probably not, honestly. Probably not. I drink water. He is a freak. He is a freak, you're right. This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Yeah, sure, go for it. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. Hello, Teal. I'm back, ma'am. So what did you learn? That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonouchi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought, but there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonouchi. Really? The story's got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard this mumbling and told the students. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that you see don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's is not the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all of the students actually have a copy of said list. What? Really? Why? It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. That's what I'm saying! Why was it so easy? Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no. I don't think you are the right hands. Still. Like, I don't want to be mean, but I don't think we count as the right hands. It's still not supposed to be in our hands. Like, what are you talking about? Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's not possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house. Yeah. Like, imagine just like being able to gain access to every student's address and then immediately being like, yeah, imagine if this was in the wrong hands. It still is. Just because you aren't inherently evil doesn't mean it's in the right hands, you know? First dude is like, oh, maybe we'll be able to blend in. I mean, have you seen him? Look at his style and his bright ass orange and gold belt. It's not orange, it's like brown, but you know what I mean. And he's got gloves on. You're not blending in, dude. You're not blending in. He's too drippy to blend in. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Oh my god. Is there any birds here? Like the cool, like the collectible one? I'm not like actually like, I don't actually like need them, but it'd be cool if I saw them. No? Alright, well, let's get out of here. Okay, let's go to, I guess, Michio's house. I don't know what we're gonna accomplish here, but we'll see. How did it go? I went to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home. However, no one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. Fucking, why is this the music they pick? I'll think. I don't understand why no one's come to this house even after Michio committed suicide. I wonder if this place is okay. I don't think it's okay. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down to the dumps this past year. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far, so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kankichiro Iwai. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So, what of this Iwai character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. That's terrible. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. What? What the fuck? Through the Shiraishi standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something?
My mic is being weird. Hold on. There we go.
Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with with domestic disputes.
What? Are you fucking serious? What? What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What?
That's awful. And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis entirely and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again.
What ace to the ass law is that? Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved in such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories.
Oh, we collected all information on persons of interest. Okay. Wow! That... Oh my god. So this is Iwai. Kankichiro Iwai. The common-law husband of Michio Shiraishi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi. Kankichiro just started coming and going from the Shiraishi household a little over a year ago. It seems he has served some time in prison, but the details are unknown. Oh my god. That's... Jesus. God. Alright, what else you got for me?
But the Shiraishis certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs. Certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs, bringing such a violent man into it. What are you saying to me? Okay. I never liked these messy and cluttered backstreets. They give me the jitters every time.
My mic keeps falling, please! Oh, I know why it's falling. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, my mic's falling, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. I fixed it, I swear.
What am I saying? Okay. It's reassuring to have someone as strong and tall as Richter accompanying me. He looks so unfazed. I suppose the detective is used to this kind of thing. Always investigating and chasing criminals. I wouldn't be cut out for it.
Oh my god. Alright, what else?
It's a bit quieter over here. It is a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they?
I suppose.
I already... Oh no, I didn't do this. The Shirishis were dealt a tough hand. I can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping?
Wait, what? Oh, God. Okay, hold on. What? Okay, this is weird, because I don't remember that, and maybe it's just because it's been a week, but that kind of makes a little more sense now. That statement kind of flicked something in my brain, but there's a part of it that kind of sucks, or like that doesn't line up completely, and just it, because in the scene we had with Yako had a moment where she was like transported onto the street, and it was basically the moment that Michio was being killed in the supposed accident. If that's what we think it is, unless it was purposeful, we don't really know. Yako said that there was a man and a woman in the car. And if this dude, if EY clearly went to prison, not a good dude, and clearly just an asshole, if he was in the car with Michio's mother, that would allow for him to kidnap the child, and it could have been an accident when they hit Michio. Because like that would make the most sense. It was the mother, the asshole husband kidnapping the child. But these were far apart. So I'm not sure why. Unless it really was purposeful. Right? Interesting. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see more, because like there's a few things that aren't lining up. Because as to like why she got hit, like was it truly an accident? Was it on purpose? Maybe the blackmail that the teacher had was that he was kind of aware of what happened. Because you would need some pretty heavy blackmail, I feel like. I don't know. That's just kind of that's my thoughts so far. That's my thinking. Okay. Okay. Anyways, any cool stickers around here? No? No, I don't see any. I guess we move. I don't know where. No, we already read that. We've already thought. Yeah, could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping? Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know where to go.
Okay, just having some fried rice.
Is it good?
Yeah,
That's
spicy.
cool.
It's the kind from the good place that is local to my house.
Hell yeah.
Near my house. So don't say the name of it.
I don't know the name of it.
That's okay, well I'm eating it.
That's awesome. Scared the
You
shit
want
out of me,
some?
but... Huh?
You want some?
Yeah, sure.
Open that mouth. Oh, 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 oh,
Really
oh,
cool.
oh. I don't know if I can say that one. I don't know if we can do that. This,
That was scary.
yeah, me. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Really cool.
It just came out of me.
It's okay.
I couldn't control
understand.
it. Does the chat like that one? Did everyone love it?
Huh? They just say.
Did everyone
they
love
just
my
said,
outburst?
Lee said yummy, and then yes sir, yes of course.
I meant what I said to you.
I think that was a response to that. Yeah. Like asking
Yeah.
if they thought it was funny.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, sir.
Sorry, yes, sir. Where are we, sir?
What are you playing?
Paranormasight.
Okay,
Hey,
don't give a
water.
fuck.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I only give a fuck about fried rice.
That's right. I need to drink water.
Once I finish her, I'll care though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's spicy.
I need to open my other water bottle.
You have two?
Yeah, I always have to.
That's awesome. You're so hydrated.
Yup.
Soon you'll be the P-boy. Did you find him, by the way?
No, we did not find the
Wow.
we did not find it.
Open the game again. Come on. Let's find him.
I'm not gonna go look for the what was it, the pee boy?
The pee-pee boy, yeah.
I'm gonna go look for the pee boy right now.
Well, maybe if you keep drinking that water.
Was it you who sent me messages? Hold on.
Huh?
Oh yeah, it was you who sent me messages. Okay.
Yeah, I told you about my fried rice.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's go into the soap place. What is Richard saying?
Well, I have to go because I'm about to say some scary things to you.
Oh,
that-
okay. I'll miss you.
Look at me. Oh, look at me.
Hey.
Look at me. I'll miss you.
Huh?
I said I'll miss you.
I'll miss you.
Open that mouth, boy.
Really cool. Alright, let's get back into it. That is the certified Chris moment. Okay. Okay, so I suppose we can go into the soap place now. Okay. I'm gonna go in. I may be a while, so feel that's okay. So feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Oh, okay. Good luck in there. Sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. Damn, so he just snapped my neck. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a cursed stone of our own. Excuse me? I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However... I don't know what voice... We haven't seen this dude since the first part, so I don't know what voice I gave him. You said your name was Victor, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What do you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess. I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth, finally. This conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility of disposing it. The responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers, akin to those of a god. Are you what? Really? You've got to be kidding me. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamioto, who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exercising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that cursed stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many cursed stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. Bullshit, you have 6. We have 6. 6? Whoa. I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. There's no way! It has to be a lie, right? It seems we are on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your cursed stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession in the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to, but I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume? How prudent of you. I'll oblige. Yeah, it has to be a lie, because we know that there are 9 in total. Right? I think we have a list. We can look at it. And that's how it went. So they aren't after the right after all. It wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Oh? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. They seemed rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? The Kuma was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purposes would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. That's unsettling. Yeah, so the cops, like Tsukumo and an Ario, or Tsutsumi, not Tsukumo, I don't know where I got that name from. Tsutsumi. We have a list. Where is it? I don't remember where it is. My mic is falling again. Please! Please! Okay. Because I believe Tsutsumi and Ario have 3. Because they have the one that they got, the one that Tsutsumi got. They have the foot washing one. They have the one that Araishi had, and then we know that Yako still has hers. So that's 4, and then we know that the Clappers is still in possession of the 2 we're playing. So that's 5. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so they're just outright lying. Is it here? No. There was it? It's not story chart. There was like a separate file for, oh, it's gameplay guide, I think. Yeah, notes on known curse bearers. Yeah, so the Ever-Burning Lantern is with Tsutsumi. The Foot Washing Mansion is with Tsutsumi. The Evergreen Breach is with Tsutsumi. And then we know that, we know Shigima, that Haruwe has the Hunting Clappers, and that Yako still has the Fool's Possession. That's 5. That's 5, and we know that there's a total of 9. Oh, why are Richter and Haruwe working together? They're working together because Haruwe hired Richter to investigate the kidnapping and eventual murder of her son that occurred some time ago. And Richter is now just helping. Richter was in the room when Haruwe received the Curse Stone and has decided to help her with both the investigation of the kidnapping and murder, but as well as help her gather enough soul dregs to use the Rite of Resurrection, with the condition that she doesn't use the Curse Stone to kill. But yeah, no, dude is lying. A fucking dude in the suit is a fucking liar. He is such a liar. Why go with 6? Out of all the numbers, you go with 6? No, Richter's not the curse bearer. Haruwe is. Yeah, the woman we were playing as has the curse. Dude said 6 and was like, yeah, we got him. Like, what? Oh my god, alright. What else you got? By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee. It was Okie. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe that Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the 7 mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. Jesus, okay. Yeah, yeah, fuck, he's acting, we got 6. Like, the beginning of the witch, whatever she is, it's like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is or isn't true, we must stay one step ahead. Yeah. Like, there are 2 lines of thinking you can go down there, right? And that's that the dude didn't know that there are actually 9, right? And and decided to be like, yeah, we've got 6 out of 7. Or that he did know that there are 9 and was just assuming that 6 was a good number, but then you're making the assumption that that Richter knows that there are 9, which I'm actually not sure if he knows that. Oh, what's up with this? Okay, Piano, this is completely unrelated, but my brain has been infested with misery and even more brain worms. Have you been actually? I've been in the game, yeah. I have been in Clear Obscure, yes. I have. I think the cops and the high schoolers only know the true number. I think that's true. Yeah. No spoilers. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spoil Clear Obscure. Don't worry. Pain. It's a lot. Yeah, no, Act 3 is a lot. That entire section is a lot. We should avoid Hihaku's soaps for the time being. It'll be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again. Yeah, we can get out of here. That's fine. That's fine. We can leave. Any bird here, though? Bird? Any bird? Maybe on the road? No? No, let's get the fuck out. Okay, well, the only other place we haven't been able to get anything from is Midoricho. You know. Anything? Okay, well, fuck. Back to the high school? Like, where else do I go? This is like the only way I can phrase this, but... yes or no. Oh, I see what you're... I think I know what you're referring to. I ended up doing... If you're talking about... Yeah. I did both. I loaded a save, and I did both. Nothing here? So there's nothing there. I don't know where to go. I don't... Back to the house? I don't know. Oh, the music stopped. That's scary. Hey, man. Oh, whoa. Oh, so you came here too. Is it Takumi? What is it? Oh! Ah. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Dead or alive? Haruhi and Richter visit Michio's home, having determined her to be a key player in the unresolved kidnapping case from a year before. As the complicated story begins to unravel, they encounter two men. That's not just two men, that's... You're right, it is just two men. Okay! Damn! I'm just vibing right now. I'm moving. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. The name's Junario. I'd hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. This here is the brilliant Chief Inspector Tsutsumi. And yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Oh my god. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. So, you two are detectives. This is my client, Miss Haruhi Shigima.
Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. A bigwig named Shigima? Boss, you know this guy?
Shit. I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons.
There's no need to worry. I am my own person, after all. And my father has nothing to do with any of this. Oh! Did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time.
Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. It ain't like that.
You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so... dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up your criminals with a smile. That's our motto. How lovely. Keep it up.
Just hold on 1 second. This is the first time I'm hearing of that.
Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives.
Oh my god. This music is fucking insane.
So these detectives are out here because of the recent string of strange deaths. It's best we keep quiet about our involvement with the curses.
Oh, well, lady, I got some bad news for you. You can't lie to him. It is literally impossible. I don't think you're able to lie to him. Unless his lie detection doesn't work during the day, but I don't know. I guess it's daytime, so maybe the curse stone doesn't work, but that'd be an interesting thing to see. Oh, I didn't need to press that again. All right, let's talk to Area.
What brings you here, Richter? You want a case? That's right. I'm picking up the police's slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder from last year.
Oh, I remember now. You're that Haru Ishigima from the kidnapping case.
Huh? Did I miss something?
Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Munasada Shigima's grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am.
Indeed. The story was suppressed by the news in the end. It was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. And unfortunately, the department is unwilling to reopen the case. Any investigation carried out afterward turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. So they never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings brought you to this place, then? That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here. Used to? That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We'd hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we'd try again. Interesting.
I'm sorry, I can't get over this music.
It sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like these. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. Well, I do consider the police my people. So you should consider the blame to be shared. You've got a stern side as well, I see.
Okay, that's the same one. Alright. By the way, ma'am. This might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you.
And that is?
Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Hanjo?
Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly...
With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady.
If you insist.
Oh, my back. I'm sorry. What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? Oh, we can't lie. Well, a lie... we don't say anything, right? If we don't want to... Oh, no. He's okay.
Can't say I know much.
Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around. Who could you be talking about?
Wait a second.
I assume they were talking about you, investigator.
Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. As it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation.
Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. Something is happening in Hanzhou, isn't there? It must be something big if they've got you head office guys on it.
Well, I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection. And these cursed stones are somehow connected to the 7 mysteries of Hanzhou. It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either. We figured these strange occurrences happening around recently are connected to these curses. To get this situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their cursed stones. Do you have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo-jumbo to play into this at all. But if we're talking about shady characters, there was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Waragasui Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. Boss, what do you think?
Well, considering the location, it could have been Hideki Araishi. We already got his cursed stone.
Impressive. You two are working quick.
Did you see anything else?
Not that I remember.
That's a shame. This is a Castlevania scene. This is my original character, Richter, son of Richter Belmont and Olive. Totally original, do not steal. Piano, if you like the vibes here, you're gonna like the Raido Kuzunoa versus the Soulless Army Remaster dropping in June, although it has the additions of summoning freaks to help you do your job and beating people with that in real time. Awesome. Okay, what else? If you see any characters who look like they might be carrying a curse stone, it'd be a huge help if you let us know.
Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything. Richter, perhaps you can lend a hand in our case too. There's a number of people we can't track, and finding a missing persons happen to be your specialty, no? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for anyways? The cops should have plenty of right folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Huh? By the way, that reminds me, Richter.
Yes?
You said the person who used to live here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiraishi by chance?
You knew?
I thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously, Michio was involved with curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi. Oh, right. Hajime Yoshimi's. That's right. He died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division and Michio.
Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping?
Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn, I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Sure, to tell you the truth. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Jonichi? So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet. But the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we found point in that direction. Also, why is your belt so bright? Why is it? Oh my! How do you blend in? Testimony? You mean from those psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's all true, then did you figure something out? You and your really bright belt? Kankichiro Iwai. Huh? Kankichiro Iwai. He'll be the next victim. We have to open the door to Shirishi's house. We need to look inside. Hey, what's gotten into you? Boss?
I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked.
Screw that. You know how long that could take. We can ask for permission later. Richter? Hey, Richter, calm down. We can't just... Take that, you shitty door. That's how you do it. Richter, get a hold of yourself. I see you're still the same as always. Everyone, come quick, look at this.
Oh my god.
Wow, what's up with this room? Wow, there's a dead body in here. A body's been discovered.
Whoa, could that be Michio's dad?
Nah, he's her stepdad at best, if that. It's gotta be the body of Kankichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's got her real messed up. Looks like he's been looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Ario, did you find Jonichi's body in the same state? Now that you mention it. It looked as though Kohei Jonichi had died from a number of heavy blows.
What are you suggesting, investigator?
It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life. That's ridiculous! You're suggesting she actually revived? What? It's gotta be that. If she's alive, then...
Oh shit! Hello! My apologies for interrupting. I know we've just arrived at an interesting plot point. But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Consider this. What if Michio Shiraishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? And so, I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning? What?
What the fuck are you talking about? At 8 o'clock this morning? Well, dead? I don't know.
When was Yako's like weird possession? That would have been at 9. Because I think all of like this investigation stuff has been happening around like 9 o'clock. Huh. But that does make it make sense though, because okay, let me God, where would I even look? Gameplay guide maybe? No, I don't need the overview. Let me see something. Body discovered 1 week ago, believed to have fallen from the roof of a nearby apartment complex. This is suicide, the death could have theoretically resulted from it. Okay. Because I wish we could have That's interesting. I don't know. Because yeah, if she is possessing people, right, and that it's the logic that she's not actually still alive and she's dead, then it could have been the possession, but that wasn't 8 o'clock. I wish we knew what time these murders were happening, because we don't know when the EY murder happened. Right? Like, it didn't say. It was Michio Shirishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life. It could be tied to Yako. Yeah, like she was at the school. But did that happen at 8? I wish. Is there a way to check? Well, I gotta use my mouse for this because for some reason I can't scroll with my controller. Person of interest, maybe. Honor student, Yako. Yako herself worried for her childhood friend, but incapable of wading into complexities. Yeah, if she is still alive, she would have to be somewhere to kill the teacher, but what time? The teacher didn't die at 8 o'clock. I think the body was found at 8 o'clock. That was Janochi, right? Where is this thing? Does it have a thing for it? It was discovered at dawn. What time is dawn? Like 6? I don't know. Yeah, if his body was discovered at dawn, then it didn't happen at 8. Huh. And we don't know how... Okay, so she wasn't at here. She wasn't here at the house because it looks like the murder happened last night. No, because it looks like they both happened last night, which means it didn't happen at 8 a.m. So she's somewhere else. Where would she be? Like, what makes the most sense? The park doesn't really make much sense because there's nothing really happened there other than Okie's death. Which didn't happen in the morning. Or it happened, you know what I mean, because everything happened like midnight at 1. Because there was this weird, like... Yeah, no, we didn't, yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna get at, is we did not see Yako go home, and I might have brought it up last stream, but if not, then this is kind of me bringing it up. If Michio is able to possess people, that could result in her being able to into using their curse stones. Maybe. Huh. Where was Michio Shiraishi at 8 o'clock this morning? No, exactly. If it is really a possession thing, then at 8 a.m. their positions would be the same, which would probably be the candy shop. The issue is I don't know what time. Okay, because from going from the candy shop to any other location when we were playing as Yakko, it would go from 8 to 9. So by that logic, it would be candy shop. I wish we knew, because we don't know how he died, right? Just other than he was beaten to death or something like that. Or yeah, I think that makes the most sense. It's Yakko maybe it's Yakko being possessed by Michio in order to kill the people who had that kind of connection. I mean, I'll go with the candy shop, because other than that, I have no clue. That's like my only line of thinking with this, because like it's the only location, especially when in the beginning of that part, Yakko was kind of like made it seem as if like she was just standing there like all night and not really knowing what happened. At this point, maybe Yakko died and we were playing as Michio the whole entire time. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna click the candy shop because I really don't know. Thanks, man. I see. Very well. Oh shit! Congratulations! Unless you can literally pick whatever and you're right. Congratulations! You are correct. As expected, you got it in one go. Well, the cause of death was such, was it not? What? You must have noticed some time ago. Wait, what? What does that mean? The cause of death was such, was it not? Yeah, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like, you're right, exactly. Right, we were able to make a deduction based on the cursed stone. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time. Oh, goodbye.
What? So you really think Michio Shiraishi is alive? Just thinking it through, it all becomes obvious.
It tracks, but do you really think that girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Ario, go report this to HQ.
Understood. I'll get on it right away.
I'll start investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking in stuff that needs a looking at. Who said that? It was me. Okay.
There's a bunch of photos in the same person pasted on the wall over there.
Oh, that's Najima. Huh? Whoa, now hold on. Those photos. These are all of Fumichika Najima. Gross.
Really? Come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there are even more pasted up over there. Over here. These are all cutouts from newspapers and magazines about the Najima murders.
I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine?
Let's keep looking around. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, so let's look at the pictures. It's the same man in every picture. Is that Fumichika Najima? Wow. This is quite the spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind. Don't worry, Victor. You're quite the spectacle yourself. Oh my god. Do you mean to compare me with the likes of a bizarre criminal?
Okay, I can't open my bottle, please? Huh. Interesting.
These aren't just cut from publications, they even snapped a number of shots of their own. They must have admired him. Why else would they have collected so many pictures? Whatever the case, it's certain they were obsessed. Look at these. Pictures of Fumichika Najima cut out from the newspaper. Yeah, whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was.
You think the Shiraishis are somehow connected to the Jima's case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. It's crazy to think that Najima might be involved in all this too.
Do you think he may have something to do with the body here?
Maybe. This man's already out on patrol. He's a curse bearer with a cursed stone now. He announced that from sundown today he'll be going on a killing spree.
Oh dear.
There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the bastard.
So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Najima murders either.
You don't say.
That's right. We talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Sumida River. That brought the incident to light.
You don't say! You were the kid from back then. You were really brave. You did a great deed.
Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried about Fumichika Najima might have resentment towards you, ma'am.
You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type.
Oh dear.
That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. And now he's got the one-sided read, too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Hanjo at sundown.
Seriously?
On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter.
Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly you can't afford to stay put here.
The fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head.
Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if Iwai and Fumichika Najima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Najima's location.
Let's hope so.
Jesus. Okay. The person who put all these photos up must have been obsessed with Najima. They might have some words. The opposite? What if it wasn't loathing, but admiration? But then... yeah, like worshipping? Huh. The sliding door leads to the kitchen. It barely fits the frame. There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language. It'll be a pain to look through all these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. I got flowers. Okay, we'll save them. I just did the same thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I doing? Yeah, let's look at the floor. It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world this is.
They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time, they're useless imitations, though I wouldn't get too excited about it. Imitations, though, I wouldn't get too excited about it.
Oh my. Who knew the Chief Inspector was such an expert on the occult?
I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed in the subject.
Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd, if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it all. Oh my god. Jesus.
Western black magic. While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism or may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, Here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact and would eventually evolve into what is known today as chemistry. One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly: black magic, the practice of using magical knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. In contrast to the socially acceptable subjects studied by the intelligentsia, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. It was the common people who suffered most from the ills of the day: war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid from unholy powers. As heresy, these rituals and spells were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility. What is happening? What is happening? So, this guy was trying to perform some kind of black magic, and maybe to do something or have something happen to Najima, but not necessarily something bad, but something good, because he could have been worshipping. But like what? And like there's no guarantee it could have worked. Interesting, okay. This drawer is really old, Chief Inspector. Really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? Huh? I mean, in normal cases, only police would be allowed to touch things, right? Right, Ariel's in here, so let me take a look at it. There's just clothes in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. Well, I was hoping to find a kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky. I see. Thank you anyway. What the fuck is going on? Curses, spirits, black magic, murder, possession, really funky music, really scary music. We're giving soda to ghosts. What else? Bringing people back to life. A mysterious storyteller who sometimes interrupts us while we are watching everything unfold on TV. Yeah, I think I got it all, right? Soap company. There we go. Oh, and secret department of the police that investigates the occult. There we go. All right. All right. Look at the floor. It looks like the things spread around here have been like this for a while now. This ritual or whatever was something he attempted up to recently. Plenty of the neighbors mentioned having heard strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night. You think Y was the one chanting? Hard to say. Could have been one of the Shirishis as well. If we look through these books in the back, we might learn what it is they were trying to do. Do I have to look at the books? Do I have to? What do you mean? You told me to look at the books! Sorry, my bad. Oh, let's look at the body. There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but by the looks of him, I'd say he's Konkichiro Iwai. You've seen him before? I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Ma'am, it'd be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. Jesus, she is... I've said it before, but she is out of it. She has always had that tendency to say stuff like that. It's insane. Cruel is what it is. Oh my god. What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through it if I wore gloves? Well, it's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead. Thank you. Huh, this seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes are written here alongside detailed descriptions of procedures. I suppose you'd call these grimoires. It's... You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh god. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me. You think this Y guy was studying them? Perhaps to perform some kind of ritual? There are a bunch of handwritten notes beside the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. This music is fucking intense. Y doesn't look like the type to be into this stuff. But you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But why would he be studying black magic? According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again. This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about danger. Oh my fucking god. Okay. What? You've got to be fucking kidding me. So, oh god. Fuck. Okay. Okay. So what? This one is specifically for resurrection? God. Alright. Great. Each one of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Resurrection, like the right? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons. Okay. You've gotta be kidding me. So this is the right... This is a rune for resurrection. And there's a dude dead in it because it required a human sacrifice. But who would be brought back to life? And if... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It only makes sense for Michio, right? So like, if it worked, God, the order of the murders is what's important. But like, I don't know what, if it even worked, right? Then it could have brought Michio back to life. But then the possession thing doesn't really work as much unless it just brought her back to a somewhat state of living, allowing her to kind of possess. But I don't know. That's interesting. Oh man. Oh god. Oh god. What is it? This looks like a journal. It's probably a wise. A journal. His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow, now this is something. What is it? What did he write? This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary. So this Konkichiro Iwai fellow, he'd been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. So he was into black magic from the start. He believed if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funded after he acquired this grimoire. You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar. But first, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Najima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison. What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not a coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest in the Najima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man. Worship? Najima of all people? This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Najima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Najima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too.
For years, we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Najima murders. Oh, fuck! Was he trying to bring someone back to life?
Yup, it's been a mystery to us from the very start. Whoa now. Wait just 1 minute. Do you think... No way. Are you saying...
Yeah, that's right. The murders might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the acts carrying out by Najima.
You've gotta be kidding me. So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic?
That's what the evidence suggests. However, Najima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Najima and Iwai were both acting in earnest.
This is batshit insane. You're telling me, honestly, you're telling me that nutjob did all this for some hokey pokey resurrection? Shit, resurrection?
That means there must have been someone Najima wanted to bring back to life.
Damn, that's it! That has to be it! Fucking hell, it all makes sense now!
What is it?
So about the Najima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public.
Go on.
When we broke into his house and arrested him. Whoa. We also found a baby.
Baby?
It was a girl. Looked to be about 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died.
So, was Najima the father?
He told us he'd found her under a bridge.
He found her? She was abandoned. I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but I think it really happens. I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent.
Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's... Jesus, this music. But there's one rumor from back then that I could not get out of my mind.
And it's starting to sound more likely now.
Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Najima's guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing.
Yeah, I remember all of that.
Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant.
Goodness. That's horrific.
He killed her and dismembered her body. And we thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation on top of more speculation here. But I, for one, never believed that man would just take in a baby he found under a bridge.
I'm feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear.
Like I said, don't take that to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. Now that this whole resurrection magic has come into play, we should consider the possibility it was his child. And then maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true.
That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Najima would want to resurrect, the deceased wife is as good a guess as any. The fact that he obtained a curse stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection.
Damn, you're right. And here I was thinking that he was only after the curse's power to massacre.
Chief Inspector.
Yeah?
What happened to the child?
Without a birth registration on file, Best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future.
Well, I'm glad she was taken care of.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Alright. Okay. What else is Oh, there's more? Please, I don't want more.
Don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's still more written in Iwai's journal. We know Iwai had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol, Najima, while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick.
Right, he thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic.
Correct. Turns out someone gave Turns out someone gave him the idea. And get this. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps herself, Natsue Yamamori.
Wait, the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps?
So that's where this leads. Here, let me read what he wrote. The queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Magic, rituals, and rites, she'll use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She's apparently investing money into any research on resurrection, the restoration of youth, and the like.
So she would even throw her money at the occult. The places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into Rite of Resurrection as well.
That's what it all points to. I wouldn't be surprised if the Witch of Hihaku pounced at the rumors of the Rite of Resurrection.
It's starting to sound likely.
It might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for it if she becomes young again.
Godly powers? What's that all about?
You can ignore it. You can ignore that. Either way, I think Iwai took the payments he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him in to keep a low profile. The Shiraishi family, Michio and her mother, Toshiko, were just his unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am?
Oh, fuck. Did he try to do the ransom to get more money?
Huh? This has something to do with me?
Yeah.
No, you can't mean... You've realized then. Perhaps.
Oh god, I have to do this. Yeah, it would be Kankichiro Iwai's.
Huh, what would this even be for? So it's Kankichiro Iwai's... Living sacrifice... Was magic? Was the child? Huh.
What would it be? Because I am running on the thought process that Iwai kidnapped the child. You know, kidnapped her child. I don't think it has anything to do with Najima or...
Because it's a name, child magic, living sacrifice. Huh. I definitely think it has to do with Iwai. So it's Kankichiro Iwai's. I think its living sacrifice was a child?
I don't know. I don't even know. That's the only thing that makes sense with any information we have, which is the fact that her child was kidnapped by Toshiko, and I think that's her name, the mother, and Iwai, in order to use as a sacrifice for something, maybe the rejuvenation thing. But that doesn't line up, right? Because weren't they asking for ransom or something like that? Oh man, all of this sucks. All of this is insane. Let me see something. Taking him to keep a low profile. She should meet you and her mother. Toshika, where it's just unlocked. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady? And Kichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child. Huh. Yeah. Oof. Oh, God. That's exactly it. Iwai moved in with the Shiraishis to practice his magic. He needed a sacrifice to perform his youth restoration spell, but that meant extracting the life force from someone young. Oh no, of course, that awful man. So it was Iwai, this man. Iwai worshipped Najima, so he must have also despised Najima's detractors. Not to mention he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Najima, embarrass the police, and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time? Ugh. Fuck. You got it. Iwai kidnapped Haruri Shigima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone. Oh god. You're telling me that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child. I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnappers seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. He must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses and then kidnapped him on his way back home. That man, he took Shuichi. Ma'am, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe. You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke. I wouldn't expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. Having sacrifices, what a stupid, stupid idea. From a stupid little man. Okay, ma'am, let's just take a moment to breathe. Why don't we go get some fresh air? I can't believe this. This is... Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. Before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in his journal. Oh? Iwai got in contact with Najima last year, after Najima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodations and financial support. Is that so? He managed to find a hideout for Najima to stay in. Damn it. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shirishis, he seems most went to Najima instead. If Najima's lurking around somewhere at the moment, it's probably in that hideout. Did he write where it is? Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Najima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other... What? She never met with Najima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other things. What good is that information? The girl's already dead. Wait, no, she's alive. That's right. Michio Shiraishi is alive. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout too. Investigator, I'm asking you. I should be going. The lady's not well. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Kankichiro once made a living by placing advertisements in magazines to sell phony magic items and good luck charms. He held a nostalgic yearning for the post-war era when things and people were simple, and has nothing but negative things to say about the rapidly developing, ostentatious world of late. Radical in his belief that it would be better to tear down society and start over again, Kankichiro was discontent with his life spent poking around in society's cesspools to make a few coins. When the Najima murders were widely reported in the media, it had a great impact on Kankichiro, as he witnessed how a single act by a single man could cause a major rift in society. Perceiving Fumichika Najima as a great hero, he began collecting every piece of information he could find on the man. Kankichiro was later arrested for his illegal business practices, and a chance meeting with Fumichika during his incarceration solidified his idolization. He was captivated by Fumichika's talk of black magic and followed his release, acquired the grimoire and, following his release, acquired the grimoire Fumichika had hidden away. As for Toshiko Shiraishi, Kankichiro set his sights on her after encountering her at her part-time job. When he learned that the Shiraishi family was in financial trouble and could not afford to send Michio to college, he turned on the charm and took advantage of their weakness by offering them money. He revealed his true colors, however, after moving in with the family, and used violence and money to keep Toshiko and Michio under his thumb. All the while, his belief in black magic deepened, and he found a sponsor in the Hihaku Corporation. Kankichiro forced the Shiraishi family to perform various rituals, with any attempts to resist being met with merciless beatings. The mother and daughter were helpless to resist. After Hihaku offered Kankichiro great sums to intensify his work with black magic, he set his mind to sacrificing a child in order to perform a youth restoration spell. For this purpose, he chose Shuichi Shigima, the son of Haruo Shigima, against whom Fumichika held a grudge. He attempted to enlist Michio so as to not alarm the boy, and when she resisted, beat her mother 20 times. With Michio's assistance, Kankichiro kidnapped Shuichi and locked him up in the Shiraishi house, and told the young and courageous boy that he'd kill Michio if he tried to run. Jesus Christ. While his actions were motivated by a personal grudge against the police, it was first and foremost an attempt to create a societal uproar and breakdown in public order. So Kankichiro painted the crime as a regular kidnapping, demanding a ransom from the family. However, because of an embargo on the press, the kidnapping did not cause a public outcry akin to that of the Najima murders. Infuriated, Kankichiro had Toshiko perform the sacrifice ritual by threatening to kill Michio if she refused. Toshiko killed Shuichi in his sleep, but the spell failed, for which Kankichiro blamed her, warning Michio to keep silent about the murder to avoid incriminating her mother. Kankichiro dumped the boy's body in a nearby river. The tiny corpse was found a week later in the Samita River after floating through several canals in Honjo. Having drifted for days in the polluted water, little evidence remained. Although Kankichiro performed no further sacrifices, his devotion to black magic only increased. Toshiko and Michio spent their days consumed by guilt, forced to continue serving Kankichiro until the day they died. That's a lot! That's a lot! That's a lot of information! That's a lot. Oh my god. Are you feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air, ma'am? I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right. But, Richter, I feel grateful towards Michio. Because she killed the kidnapper. There's that, too. But it's for something else. If Michio is the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount by now.
Soul dregs, I mean. Hey, Victor. Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back. And if the Jima is planning to cause a massacre to collect soul dregs, then all the better. I won't give up on resurrection. So, I'm counting on you.
Wow! Okay! If you say so. So... Yakko is being... most likely, right? Yakko is being possessed. Or something is going on with Yakko. Because, yeah, the possession and the murder with the... like the... what's the word? The cause of death for the teacher. It was done by Yakko's stone. It's the only thing that lines up. All right, let's switch gears. Let's go to Yakko again. Yakko Sakazaki. The right of resurrection is the inception of this whole affair. Yakko and Mio decide to confront the man responsible for spreading rumors of it in the first place, Hideki Araishi. They find him at his frequent stopping grounds, the Kurokikyo Cafe. Oh my god. Let's go to the cafe, baby! It's 12 p.m. My god, it's only 12 p.m. I don't know what voice I gave this guy. It's been so long since we've seen him. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by setting foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know, it'll be okay. So, what did you want to ask me? Yakko, if you would. Right, we wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a cursed stone. An Okame mask, that must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night. Damn, there of all places. Yakko, you're one of them. You're a curse bearer. Please calm down, Mr. Araishi. Your reaction is too intense. It's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you want to know about your cursed stone? What would be the best way to approach this? Flatter him. He's... yeah. It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these cursed stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well-versed in this matter. You're the only person who we can count on, Mr. Aishi. Won't you help us, please? Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm hearing what you have to ask. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and the 7 Mysteries Cursed Stones happening now? Oh, taking an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins. I completely forgot about these girls are gonna be real. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do it I wasn't attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? What is that? Something from the occult? Miss Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise.
In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone.
It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know?
Well, they may not tell us anything if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up. Right.
Yeah.
Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity and think it could really help your research.
I see. Now that you mention it.
Seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about...
Act disappointed.
Oh, we figured you would know since you're so smart. How disappointing.
Fuck, I fucked up. How dare you? You make it sound like I'm stupid. You couldn't be more wrong. Do you realize how devoted I am to this research? Allow me to first elucidate to you regarding the author of the Record of Fates. Oh no, never mind, maybe I nailed it. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper.
Yeah, okay.
The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago, in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little-known onmyoji called Simon Tsuchimikado. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this.
Simon Tsuchimikado. I've never heard of him.
I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it was written in the Record of Fates.
Huh.
As brilliant as Simon was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the Rite of Resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family, and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The Record of Fates was the writings Simon recorded on the road to Edo. I think it's Simon. So he wrote how to... Nope, wrong voice.
So he wrote how to perform the rite itself.
The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Saime's... Seimei. I think it's Seimei. The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimei's specialty, the Taizen Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It uses soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called. Maybe this... I don't know. I'm trying my best with pronunciations sometimes with some of these words. I need to drink water real quick, hold on. My throat.
Wow.
Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed.
Thus, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So, the Rite of Resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the Record of Fates end there.
There's no more. What about the 7 mysteries or the cursed stones?
There's nothing written about them in the Record of Fates. The cursed stones are separate from the Rite of Resurrection. Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite.
Huh, that's similar to what Mio said, actually.
Here we go. Onmyoji, an official appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyo in medieval Japan. Onmyoji were tasked with performing divinations and rituals. They would employ the Chinese philosophies of yin and yang and, I think it's wujing, the 5 elements to compose astronomical charts and almanacs. High-ranking practitioners used a variety of mystical arts, including ones that brought natural disasters and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the usage of shikigami. Onmyoji thrived during the Heian period, in part due to the work of famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Tsuchimikado clan, Abe no Seimei. Or Saimei. I think it is Saimei. Sorry, I lost my place. I had to look. I think it's Seimei. Whatever. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of the miraculous arts were lost along with the development of civilization. Although the services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of shomonji, or hidden Onmyoji, who worked for the common folk. Okay. Oh god, did they update this? I don't... Oh, I think we read it. Well, we know what happened. We know.
Excuse me, Mr. Araishi.
What is it, Miss Korosuzu?
You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the Rite of Resurrection and origin of the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that?
You really know your stuff. But about that. That was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for the cult magazines.
Oh, really? It was just nonsense then?
Not exactly, rather... It's not a complete fabrication. There is a basis for it.
And that is...
Well... I suppose there's no harm telling a couple students so passionate about this topic. Yes, we are very passionate. We are nodding our head.
Thank you.
There is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fates. It was just after... It was just after Seiman... Seiman. Yeah, after Seiman arrived in Hanjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Hanjo. Of course there was. Of course there was! Also, expect me to stop and question myself every time I see the name Seiman.
A conflict over resurrecting the dead?
I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That is the only remaining reference.
9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual.
I call this tragedy the Hanjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. And I suspect that this Hanjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo.
So, what you're saying is... the resurrection ritual at the root of the Hanjo incident is Seiman's Rite of Resurrection.
Yes, this is how the Record of Fates ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first, Seiman brought the Rite of Resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point, Seiman was likely using a different name. Then, in Hanjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Hanjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. That's more or less the course of events.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
The Hanjo incident. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. So this has happened before.
So that's how they're connected. Then if I'm getting this right, the 7 mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite.
And there's more.
What?
With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory.
You are?
Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the cursed stones.
Resentful memories?
Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you attained your cursed stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted in your mind.
Oh, I did.
Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Hanjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying. Dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries. Thus, gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together, it will reveal once and for all what happened during the Hanjo incident.
Huh.
That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your foot's procession, Yako.
Mio, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We know the information we can get. Okay, Mr. Arishi. I'll tell you about the memory of the Fool's Procession.
Excellent.
So, basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival.
Interesting. It's not that one, then.
Not that one, what do you mean?
Among the 9 victims of the Hanjo incident, this is to say, the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Simon himself, or so I suspect.
Huh. Simon was one of the victims of the Hanjo incident too. Meaning a known Myoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo.
Right. It would make sense that the cursed echo stone tied to a curse echo. The cursed stone tied to a cursed echo like that would be special. The power of a cursed stone is different based on the curse echo. Nope, wrong voice.
The power of a cursed stone is different based on the curse echo. Mio. Then maybe with Saman's curse echo, we could. Yes, maybe we may be able to settle this whole situation.
Hey, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, nothing, sorry. Mr. Ariishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far?
I have learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot-Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach.
What are they about?
First, the Foot-Washing Mansion. An Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one.
Really?
But not Seimin, I'm afraid. A female Onmyoji who sought the right of resurrection due to her obsession with personal appearance. Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seimin. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use. That detective did well to escape this one.
So a female Onmyoji and rival of Seimin was involved in the Hanjo incident. That certainly is interesting.
Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead.
The right of resurrection.
Precisely. This man, Jinkichi, must have been in contact with Seimin. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed, and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire.
Meaning, you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers.
Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take measures of my own. What's the trigger?
Another thing.
Yes?
You never really finished about what the trigger for all this was. Well,
I don't know.
really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fates, right? How did you really get a hold of the Record of Fates? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry.
What are you talking about?
Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Najima murders from 20 years ago.
What? Something so terrible will happen?
I wouldn't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Arishi, please, tell us everything you know.
I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the Record of Fates by a woman.
A woman?
Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice.
A woman's voice?
It said, "I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the right of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month." And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet.
1 month? She specified the time period?
I was told if I did that, I could... Nope. I was told that if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then.
It must have had you spread the rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. It tied together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all this.
Hence why I went public with the Record of Fates. Hihaku and occult magazines immediately jumped at the news. Immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me.
Huh? Hihaku, as in Hihaku soaps?
Right, I mean, no, that's not important, just some personal business. After that, I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Anything else? Very well. I've told you this much, I might as well give you one more thing.
Thank you. What might that be?
About Seimon's Record of Fates. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll.
A continuation?
Actually, a section written in Seimon's own hand was appended to the manuscript. According to which, after the Hanjo incident, Seimon lamented his calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Hanjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection.
Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange?
What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information's inaccurate?
If Seimon died in the Hanjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum.
You really don't get it, do you?
Huh? Am I wrong?
Have you forgotten the abilities Seimon possessed?
Of course not. He could use the rite of Oh! You're telling me Seimon used it on himself?
The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then, is it not possible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place?
But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite.
Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Seimon.
What? They died in the Hanjo incident for their soul dregs? That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now.
That's why I need the resentful memories, to learn the truth.
I get it now.
The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seimon's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down from across generations. It seems that over the long history, the two documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched. Huh.
Seaman had descendants, so there's someone out there related to him by blood even now.
Yes, in fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known Onmyoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll.
I'm sure you do. But basically, in the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, Seaman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse on the right, yes?
Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you two find out anything about other resentful memories or Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. You've got to be fucking with me. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. It is said that that Seaman Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared the descendants of those involved in the Hanjo incident might become cursed and used. Wait, so are we all descendants, or what does that mean? He feared the descendants of those involved in the Hanjo incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seaman. What? Oh, raid by Ignis Astorum. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. So all the people who started off with the Curse Stone are descendants of people who had them in the original Hanjo incident? Huh. Okay. Okay, what got updated here? Yeah, the manuscript was written by Seaman Tsujimikado, an Onmyoji from the Edo period. He was an extraordinarily adept practitioner, but after being banished from his family for researching forbidden arts, he changed his name and moved to Edo. Okay. According to the Record of Fates, this mysterious ritual was devised by the gifted Onmyoji Abe no Seimei. It converts the souls of the dead bound for the underworld with soul dregs collected as sacrifices through the Taizen Fukun ritual. This secret art of converting souls to soul dregs is out of reach to all but the most skilled practitioners. Okay. So that means that someone we've encountered, if I'm reading it right, and that yeah, he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Hanjo incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. That would mean that somebody that we've seen, or maybe haven't seen, is a descendant of Seaman and has his curse stone. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Interesting.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help.
If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Haha.
Alright, see you, man. Be safe.
Here's some water. One second. Ah, my nose. Whew. Okay.
We've learned a lot. So to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the right of resurrection, in the Edo period as well, and the Record of Fates, the Scroll, may have info we want, since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it. Right. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle the situation. But even Mr. Arishi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. Yeah. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curses is involved too. Right. Alright, what do we do next? So, Mio, what are we gonna do next? Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Tsutsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Mr. Tsutsumi might know more about it. Should we go back to school then? Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. About the mastermind. Whoever's behind that voice that gave Mr. Arishi the Record of Fates. That must be the mastermind, don't you think? Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know. Then let's catch him and make him spill the beans. I thought you'd say something like that. Really? I guess I'm not really feeling that confident right now. I understand. Nope, wrong button. I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female Miyoji who was the rival of Simon. Nope, wrong name, wrong pronunciation. Simon. Or maybe it's Simon. Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you? Hmm? Oh, you mean where Michio... Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to have to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me, Yako. Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why? Did anything seem different that day? What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it, that day I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it. I see. That's all I was wondering about, thanks. Hmm?
You girls over there. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention.
Who might you be?
I don't remember what voice I gave him. We've seen him like 3 times in total. I think including this one. I'm Yutaro Namagaki. I should probably tell you. Until yesterday I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up.
A curse bearer?
Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion.
The foot washing mansion, so you're the one Inspector Tsutsumi was talking about.
You already know Inspector Tsutsumi. That makes that's this simple. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh, hey! You're... in the driver's seat.
Wait, what? What?
Yako? Yes, wait. What? Just now I was I doing something? Sorry, Mr. Namagaki, what might be the matter? Right, I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time? Discuss something with us? You were talking about Michio Shiraishi, right? Shiraishi, right? It's related to that. Huh? I'm sure you would learn a few things yourselves. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge. Something rubs me the wrong way about this, but you mentioned Michio. What do we do?
I want to go to the school first. I don't trust them.
Sorry, but there's something we've got to take care of. We'll have to pass. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush, so I'll be waiting at Ryogoku Bridge if you change your minds.
Okay. So Yako said in the driver's seat, and that's referring to the flashback sequence we had when we were like transported into the body of Michio, and I guess he was in the driver's seat when it happened? Like, what? Or like something along those lines? We're probably gonna stop there for tonight, because it is late. We went a little longer. It's been about like 3 hours and 20. And my voice is giving out from doing voices and stuff. Let me switch. Oh, let me save the game before I forget. Oh no, I've been playing plenty of water. Wow. Okay. Let me just check something real quick, and then we will wrap up. Okay. So yeah. That is going to be it for tonight. I said it on the Thursday stream. I think, no, Friday stream, because it was Friday. There's not going to be much streams next week, if any, because I'll be away. If I do stream, it'll be on Tuesday. Maybe, if I even decide to do it. I don't even know what I would want to stream if I did. But I'll of course still put out an announcement, just confirming stuff tomorrow. But yeah, if you want to go check out the VOD, you can. Lee put a link in chat. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I think that is pretty much it. So stay safe, stay healthy, and if I do not see you next week, I will see you the following week for more for our regularly scheduled streams of whatever we're playing. Hades, Black Mesa, and probably Paranormasight and Pokemon Unbound. But yeah. Stay safe, stay healthy, and good night!